Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess, and today I have a bunch of drugstore products to use with you guys. I'm going to do a sort of get ready with me. I already did one eye just because like planning the eye look takes the longest. So I think this is going to be a really long video. I have some coffee. Please look at this thrift store cup that I got. I absolutely love it. I have an old friend who actually lives in Florida, and although we don't speak, it reminds me of her. I'm going to zoom in and do my other eye the same way, and then we will get on to the face products. I like to make the eye as quick as possible because it does take the longest, and then we'll move forward. I am starting off by using this Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. I got this in the shade L1-2 Fair, which was the lightest shade. All the other ones looked kind of pinky and then too dark. I'm also going to be using this for my face as well. So I just put a few dots under there. I'm going to blend it out just to clean up underneath of my eyebrows and then use it to prime the rest of my eyelid. And then once I have that all blended out, I'm just taking some translucent powder that I'll also talk about more later to set everybody. Alright, so now for eyeshadows, I'm taking this Makeup Revolution Sophie X palette. Now, as you can see, it looks like I've used a ton of it, but it's mostly just like right here is from like the end of my makeup brush because I use this mirror constantly. It is such a good mirror. I got this palette from Ulta, so it is in stores. When I was looking at this palette to film with, because there's a ton of new drugstore eyeshadow palettes, I didn't really want to use this one just because I think like there's so many shimmers happening that it would be really hard for me to get like, I like to do bright, more colorful looks just because I don't want you guys to watch the same tutorial 1,000 times because everybody is typically doing this exact sort of eye, but all the colors in this, except for like the more like used orangey red colors and the neutral browns, are shimmers, so I can't really do what I wanted to do. So I'm just gonna do this, and you know, I try to make it my own. I'm gonna try to mix it with the rest of my makeup, but this is a really good just everyday palette. If you are a person who likes to use a deeper matte brown and then pop some color, some shimmery colors on your eyelid, this is definitely a good palette for you, and the mirror makes it all worth it. So I'm just going to be doing a really simple look today, just essentially a brown eyeshadow. I'm going to start off using this color right here just to start kind of building up the colors that I'm going to be using in the crease and above, just because I want everybody to blend nicely. This is my first time using Makeup Revolution eyeshadows. I have spoke my piece on the Makeup Revolution thing before, and it's crazy enough, like that's one brand that people will like stick up for. Yeah, I just feel like they take everything that any company like really you know, comes up with, any original ideas, and I just feel like they take it and copy it, and yes, they're making it much cheaper, but they're still copying someone's original idea. So when I saw this, I was like, absolutely, I can support that because this is their collaboration with Sophie X and they're not copying somebody else's. So I thought that was great. The eyeshadows to me are pretty nice, honestly. And then I'm going to be taking this color right here and just continuing to build everybody up in the crease. Yeah, I think that this palette is really, really good for everyday looks. I'm with you guys like in the comments who say you want more wearable looks, because I probably wouldn't wear this to work just because I have an ugly uniform. But in the days that I didn't have an ugly uniform and I could wear whatever, I was always trying to match my outfits or whatever, but I just really want to not bore you guys and come up with the same looks that everybody else is coming up with. Not that they're not good. Going into this color right here. Just trying to mix it up. So I'm just taking this darker brown, and this is where I'm going to be trying to build up the deepest part of it. I'm just patting it around. I do want more of like a circle look going on right now, just because I want to make my eyelid look as large as possible. Once I have the depth down that I want, I'm just going to kind of like go over the edges in circle motions so that I can kind of diffuse it out a little bit. Alright, so once I'm happy with how that looks, I'm going to go back with my E23 and this brown shade right here, and I'm going to use that to blend the edges out. Alrighty, so there she blows. I'm going to probably end up doing a little bit more blending after I apply the next product, which is going to be the most exciting part. These are the Milani Hypnotic Lights eye toppers. These are all holographic. I absolutely love them. I'm just really going to quickly swatch them for you just because they are incredible. So this one is more purpley. It has like green shifts to it. Just really, really cool looking. This one is more white and has like a pink shift to it. So pretty, right? This one I did try to film with a couple of days ago. This is the more wearable one to me. It's like champagne-y with like bronze shifts and glitters in there. I just felt like it was boring, to be honest. So I went with this guy. Obviously this is the blue one with a purple shift. This is so cool. It almost looks like one of those oil slick products. So these are the only 4 that were out when I purchased them. They were $10 a piece off the Milani website, which I did not think was bad at all. Alright, so I'm taking the blue, like I said, I'm just going to put a bunch of it on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to be taking a very small detail brush to apply this on my eyelid. And I am going to be taking this up into my crease and just a little bit, almost dramatically, like normally I wouldn't cut my crease this big. I don't know how to say it. I'm faking an eyelid. I'm faking way more eyelid. I want my blue to really pop. Isn't that so pretty? You can kind of see my eyelid coming through, but I think that once it dries, I will just kind of pat on in the spots where it seems to be a little bit bare. I'm also going to be taking this on my lower lash line. I would not normally do this until I have concealer on, but I feel like whenever I'm filming an eye look and I finish my face and then come back during a full face video, it kind of just has a weird transition and is harder to follow. So for this video, I will probably have to fix this after I do my concealer, but I just wanted you guys to see in one full shot that that's what I'm going to be doing with my bottom lash line. I'm going to be applying lashes. I did buy these from Walmart, but I hate these. I'm so sorry. It looks like they might be really dramatic, but they really just like pop up. I need drama on my lashes, so I'm using Cocoa lashes. I'll link them below. Alright, so my eyeballs are pretty much done. I'm going to be priming my face. First, I'm using this CoverGirl True Blend Face Business Skin Primer. This is in the green shade, which is color neutralizing for all this redness that's happened on my cheeks. I don't know. It's just like a thing that's happening now. Maybe because I'm drinking 10 cups of coffee. I actually put a lot of this on, and I don't normally have so much primer, but I've just been putting a lot more on and then taking my time to really blend it out. I can really, like I said, only do that with this primer. I don't know why. I did it accidentally one day, and then I just happened to notice, like, holy crap, my skin looks incredible. Alright, so as you can see, the redness is looking a little bit better. Alright, so continuing on, For foundation, I did purchase both of these at the same time. One of them is the Revlon Full Cover and the other one is the Revlon Candid Photo Ready. I really like both of them. Today I'm going to mix them together. This one is a little bit more yellow, which I love. And I'm just going to do a pump or two of that. And then this one is more moussey and just a little bit darker. I have been tanning, as Taylor in the comments, as you noticed, I have been tanning. I did it a lot last month and I didn't do it at all within like the last 2 weeks. But yeah, now my foundation's getting a little bit darker, as you can see. Together, this just makes like moussey, liquidy, full coverage goodness. They both wear really well, just in case you're wondering about them separately. I really like both of them. Just with the more yellow one, it's a little bit more pale. So wearing it alone, I have to just bronze more up. I'm always using the wet sponges, so I'm going to be doing that today. I'm just putting a little bit on, and as you can see, it's already covering all of that horrible redness. I don't know where it's coming from. My skin has been really crazy lately. I'm having really bad acne for me. I know it's not like bad compared to what other people have to put up with, but for me it has been pretty bad. I'm hoping that you guys, by the time this video goes up, have noticed that I'm really trying to upload more. I think honestly I was filming a lot. I just wasn't putting anything up because I wasn't happy with it. Hopefully that doesn't happen with this video, because yesterday I filmed 3 videos within an hour and I was so happy with all of them. So I went straight to editing. I've put, if not all, most of them up by now. Because of the shift that I work and the time zone that's happening now. When I leave for work, it's dark, and when I come back from work, it's dark. So that doesn't give me a lot to film with, unfortunately. I think I talked about this in a different video and it just never came out with that video, but I have lost my makeup room. We had a family friend who was kind of down on his luck, so he's living with us for the moment. It's been a long moment, but you do what you can for the people that you love, and so I gave up my makeup room. I'm just shoved into this bedroom that Alex and I share. Poor Alex, because now my stuff is just everywhere all the time. But hopefully that won't be a super permanent thing. We're also looking to move out soon. We just hate where we're living. But yeah, there's just, I really rely on the natural lighting. I did purchase all new lighting and it's still just not enough, so I really need the daylight hours. If you guys like a really sweet coffee, you should get the Cafe Caramel. I think it's like the Walmart brand. Oh my goodness, you don't even have to add creamer and it's like drinking candy. Wonders why my skin is bad, drinks candy. So I'm gonna use the True Blend Matte Made Foundation. This is in the shade D30. I'm gonna be using this to cream contour. I don't know if you guys have been under a rock, but CoverGirl is now cruelty free, so that is amazing. I do want to do a CoverGirl cruelty free tutorial if anybody is interested. I don't know if you guys would be interested, but you can certainly let me know below. I'm just taking that off the back of my hand, and I'm going to be putting it in all the areas that I normally do. While this is not new, it is drugstore, so I'm gonna keep cutting this video because I keep bending down to grab a towel to clean off my hand. I'm really trying to do this like more waste-free lifestyle, little bits by little bits, okay? So I'm gonna blend this out, and I already know that this is the stuff. I love this foundation. This is like my everyday foundation. Obviously not in this shade, but I do love using it. But it just blends so nicely, and it's just a nice color for me with my bronzer. I actually have clean brushes right now, which is incredible for me. I haven't done a chatty video in a while, so I hope I'm not being annoying. Other than that, I don't know. I kind of talked to Michelle a little bit about that. I think we had like planned on starting to text Michelle, but I think we both got busy because the holidays were happening like the same week that we were exchanging numbers. I do want to get in touch with her. But yeah, I was talking to her a little bit about it, and she was definitely agreeing with me. Like, seasonal depression is like a thing. I always like kind of look down on people who like admitted to not being super happy and like depression, because I just think like in this over diagnosing, over prescribing society that we live in now, we're always looking to put a label on something, and I just think everybody's like going through a version of the same things, so it's hard for me to be like, oh, poor me. Using that same concealer that I had used to clean up my under eyes, this is a little bit more pink. I don't think you'll see it right now, but I think if I put, let's say, if I put, this is my LA Girl Pro Concealer, so if I put this beside it, you can see that this is just more, well, obviously I gotta put this under here now, just more yellow. Maybe this is just like a little bit more neutral, but it does tend to look a little pink compared to what I normally like, but we're all good with it. This is actually a really good concealer. I've used it a few times now. I actually just this morning when I was grocery shopping and getting most of the other stuff for this video was looking at the Flower Beauty section. It's a little pricey. If you guys want me to do a video on it, I sure can, so let me know. But yeah, seasonal depression this year is definitely hitting me hard. It's been really hard for me and the other members of my family. This is like the first round of all of the holidays that matter without our dad. So that part is really getting to me. I've just been like totally shut off from everybody but my family, really, even Alex. Just kind of trying to process things. I guess the first time is hard to do all of those things without said family member, but my dad was just such a holiday person, like loved 2 turkeys every Thanksgiving, and Christmas was his thing. As much as he liked to bitch about it, Christmas was his thing. This year is just not the same without him, in so many ways, more than one, but yeah, having a hard time with that, and just like, I don't know, the job change was so dramatic. I got a new job. I don't know if, I guess I'm talking to you guys like you're all Michelle and I've already told you all this, but I did change my job. I had worked at the hotel for 4 or 5 years. It feels like longer every time I said it, but yeah, I'd worked there for a really long time, and I left that job, and leaving that job was more than just a job to me. It was like leaving family. Of course, I got a new job and a new family, but it's never easy, and a lot of my friends didn't like transition over. So I don't know, I think that was like part of it. I'm not really sure. I'm using this translucent powder from Hard Candy that I purchased this morning as well. Only $6. Hard Candy is so good with the pricing. I'm a little afraid because I did use this to set my eyes, and I noticed that it like sucked the moisture from my concealer on my eyes. But I'm going to be taking some of this and my Juvia's Place brush. This has been dirty from like the forever and on, so I stopped using it. And I tell you what, this is my favorite under eye brush, and it's not even supposed to be for your under eyes. Why does that actually look like the first ever translucent powder that I've ever used? It doesn't add like any lightness, so that's pretty good. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. It does have like a very silica feel, which I know a lot of people do get really irritated from. So let me look at the ingredients. Cornstarch. And silica is the second ingredient, but I didn't know that you could put cornstarch in. Weird. Anyways, probably shouldn't look at that. Been really into baking lately. I think that that looks so good, and I did not expect it to look so good. Next, I am going to this Found. I'd never heard about this brand before. I got this from Walmart, but this is their Sculpt and Define Contour Palette. This is actually like the only face product in their entire like section of Walmart that I thought would look good with my skin color. Like, it was just all of the products were just a little bit off, which I do find with drugstore a lot. Like, the brow products look like they have so much red in them. The pale shades are like all yellow, all pink. They didn't have a lot of shades of foundation at all, probably less than 10. And then like just the other contour palette that they had looked way off. So I think that this actually looks really good. I'm gonna go in with this color to start bronzing and kind of contouring with as well. So like I said, going into this. Ooh, not a lot is picking up. That's a little scary. Oh yeah, I think that's a really good color. Like I said, I'm going to be kind of going darker in my little contours and then blending her out to bronze with, because that shade is much too dark for me. But yeah, so with the, you know, new job process, which has been financially so good for Alex and I, we will always probably struggle here and there, but in the main, like in the broad spectrum of things, we're doing just so much better financially. But losing my friends there was really hard, and I think because of losing those friends, I think I was like shutting out new friends. So I'm trying. I'm not the best at that. I am like, unfortunately, kind of like a hard surface person. And not a lot of people that you meet out there are really willing to like spend the time breaking that down. So there is that. I also work with like a lot of dudes, so also I'm just like getting really fat. I'm like snacking nonstop at my new job, which I freaking knew would happen. I knew. I literally said that to my old boss. I was like, I'm really afraid that I'm gonna starve to death at this job because you can't like leave the property, and you can't like, it's basically you're in and that's where you stay. And so if I forgot my food one day, I was like, I'm going to die. I'm gonna warm this face up because I do have a very warm eye look. This is the BH Cosmetics Satin Bronzer, and I've used this more than a few times. I'm taking it on this really fluffy brush, and like I said, I just want to warm this up. My eyes are super warm, so there we go. This is nothing new. I've talked about this bronzer 1,000 times. If you guys want to talk about new makeup, I have so many. It feels like so many BH Cosmetics products coming to me. BH Cosmetics freaking shipping is god awful, but I bought the new Zodiac palette. I bought another palette they have coming out, like the Royal, I want to say. I'm not really sure. All right, so now what else do I have to do? Oh, I'm going to bake. I'm going to pull somebody else out to bake though. Hopefully this video is not as all over the place as it feels. But yes, I'm going to be taking this Milani powder to bake just because it has a little bit yellow in it, and I don't like a white bake look afterwards. I'm putting this down here and just a little here. And then pretty much as soon as that is set down, I take a fluffy brush and my CoverGirl powder foundation and buff it away. I think I'm going to pause on blush right now just because I'm wondering, do I have something that's going to mesh my eyes and my lips together? So I'm going to fix up my brows. Like I said, go along my bottom lash with the blue color and do my mascara, and then I will be back. I think I've been looking at my mirror a lot and I'm really sorry, but I want to get the makeup right. I hope that doesn't annoy you guys. I'm probably going to brush my teeth too since my coffee is helping out my teeth. And then I'll be back. Alrighty, so I finished off my eyebrows, I finished off my bottom lashes. I'm obsessing over this eye look now that it's kind of all come together. I need to keep it moving because I have a lot of other videos to film. I'm going to take out this Becca. I know it's not drugstore, but I briefly looked through my collection and I don't have anything that's like this, but this is like a shimmery orange color. I'm trying to warm up my face because my eye look, or my lip look, is kind of orange as well, and I want to bring everybody together. Hopefully you can forgive me on that. I didn't look at any blushes when I was in the store. I don't know why. I'm gonna take this baby. If you've not seen my full review on these guys, freaking, I'm obsessed with them. So I'm just taking Cloud, which is the more like champagne-y color, and I'm going to highlight, ooh, too much. I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow and my nose. Oh my goodness. I should have put it on the back of my hand first. I am also just going to take a small detail brush and put some Cloud on my brow bone if I can. Yeah, just a little bit. Without messing up my eyebrow would be great. And then I'm going to put it in my inner corner as well. Should have just used this brush for my nose. I'm not going to do any highlighter on my cheeks just because I do have like a bad texture issue right now. This is one thing, as soon as I'm done with it, I got to put the lid on it. The leash. I gotta put the leash on it. I gotta put the lid on it because it will get everywhere. So then I saw this at Walmart, and I've seen a lot of my fellow YouTubers and Instagram girls using these Pro Fusion things. So I saw this kit, and I was thinking this is probably the more wearable look for me. This was like $5 for the whole kit. I thought that was pretty awesome. So it comes with a lip liner, a lip cream, and then a lip topper. I have a lot going on right now with my eyes, so I'm not going to use the lip topper, but I'll swatch it for you guys. So here is the lip liner, and here is a closer look at that tip. Very nice. I absolutely hate lining my lips, but it smells like coconut. Okay, hopefully that looks decent. This is actually really soft, really easy to use, so that is nice. They had this in a bunch of different colors. Now I'm going for the lip cream, which it says is matte. Let's see, the applicator is horrible. It's like that long, unshaped. Smells so good. Smells like you're baking a coconut cake. It's a really pretty color. It's a little bit more orange than what I was hoping for, but I think it comes around. Here is the lip gloss. Same applicator. It's right here. I just want this lip to be a little bit lighter, so I'm going to take my CoverGirl cream lipstick in Caramel Kiss, and I'm just going to go in the center with this. These are like my favorite lipsticks ever. They are so good. And I'm just going to kind of take my finger and blend those two together. I think that adding just that little bit of lipstick is going to make this super wearable. Won't get too dry or anything like that. It did seem like it was on the drier side. I think for the money, this lip kit is awesome. I don't understand the lip liners with the matte liquid lipsticks because, you know, I think liquid lipsticks don't need a liner. I think they like do the liner all in one. I think lipsticks need the liner, but whatever sells. I am loving this whole look, but I really think that these are like the star of the video. They're so good. I love the colors so much. If you guys want to see another color on my eyes, I will definitely do so, but I'm so obsessed with this blue. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I get a ton of requests for drugstore makeup, so I hope that I represented the new stuff that I've been seeing, mostly like Walmart and Ulta, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much. New